It's prime time. It's prime time. Talk TV. Talk TV. We're letting you know.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you're on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about the Terence Crawford versus Spence fiasco has been broken? I have figured it out. I have found all the evidence that you need to know and what's going on and why we don't have the Terence Crawford fight. And I tell you what, look, Miss Latisha Crawford, boy, if she won't spot on. She said when the truth finally come out, y'all gonna look stupid. Oh, man. I tell you what, I know a lot of y'all, YouTubers, y'all gonna try and discredit this video and say, oh, it's not true and yada, yada, yada. But let me tell you what is true. Both fans on Terence Crawford's side for blaming Errol Spence and the Errol Spence fans blaming Terence Crawford, y'all both wrong. Y'all both wrong. I'm telling you right now, 100% unequivocally, y'all are all wrong. And the reason why is because y'all don't do your research. Back in January 7th, Tim Smith, the right-hand man for Al Haymon, the one that get in the ring with the gray hair, that be hugging up on everybody after they wins and stuff for PBC, that Tim Smith. He stated that the reason why Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight hasn't been made yet, this is back in January now, is because of economics. Is because of basically they're banking on that, the video and the pay-per-view of this fight is going to be pirated so much, that they're not going to see the money that they want to see off of it. And it is so true. Think about how many people pirate, pay-per-views. They streaming it for free and things of that nature. Some people watch stream parties. They don't even pay for it. So they're looking at the numbers and the statistics, the stats of what these guys have done before, what people have supported before, and the numbers just didn't add up, y'all. They got the biggest and the best and the brightest minds in the world crunching these numbers. But okay, I get it. You're like, oh, well, Tim Smith, who is he? He's the right hand of Al Haymon. All right, let me give it to you even more. Mayweather himself, he even said when, Mike Carpenter and Max Kellerman and all them were going out saying, November 19th and yada, yada, yada. Well, see, all that was the smoke and mirrors, y'all. That was trying to pull Al Haymon out into the light to embarrass him, basically. Max Kellerman would say, oh, I invite him to the show so we can talk. He can tell his side. And good and well, Al Haymon ain't been nowhere. We ain't never seen this man do an interview at all, I don't think. I mean, if it is an interview, I haven't found it yet. I'm trying to. So, to get down to the nitty gritty. All right. So I just gave you one, and then I gave you two. Mayweather said it himself. He said, Mike Carpenter and all them, the reports was false. If you don't hear it out of my mouth or you don't hear it from the fighters, then it's not real. And if you go back and check my receipts on all my videos, that is what I said when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence announced this fight out of their own mouth and lips. Then I will get on the ship. That's how it go. Period. That's it. It ain't no in between with me. I got to see the foolproof evidence. And now hearing the evidence from Rick Glaser, somebody I like on Twitter. He be getting a lot of beef and static from some of everybody about stuff he be saying certain times. Look, I get it. Everybody entitled to their own opinion, but I tell you what, reason why I do value Rick Glaser is because he got 32 years of boxing professional experience, working in the boxing field. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about, part-time at Jiffy Lube and part-time. Nah, I'm talking about real boxing professional experience. And he said that the claims that PBC put stumbling blocks in front of Terence Crawford is true. Latisha Crawford was right, y'all. She was right. She was throwing it right there in front of you, telling you what it was. That your boy Al Haymon, he ain't got that money. He ain't got that money to cover this fight yet. He trying to recoup some other bread so he can pay for this bread. Huh? Because the other thing that's true that Rick Glaser confirmed is confirmed is that the 35% was guaranteed of the gross net of the entire fight. So therefore, Terence Crawford did have the rights to look at the books. Because if you're not giving him guaranteed money, you're telling him, hey, I ain't got, 10 million, 20 million to give you. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you 35% of the whole fight. Because, see, a lot of people don't know, but Crawford has his own promotional company as well called B&B Boxing. So, hey. Like I said, that's why I had to wait. I told y'all this a 50-50 fight. And they can't even come up with the money for this, Joe. Man, what y'all been spending this money on? Al Haymon, you supposed to have this budget, man. Don't tell me you been overpaying Gervonta Tank Davis, man. You ain't got enough money to do your own big fight, man, or is they just playing with you, man? Trying to get you to come out the closet, man. We don't know, man. Because just like Terence Crawford, Al Haymon is quiet. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some people ain't with all that fame and in front of cameras and, taking pictures and kissing babies. A lot of people ain't with all that stuff. You know what I mean? Some people like to work behind the scenes. They do their best thing behind the scenes. One thing I have noticed, Bob Arum don't get the thanks and praise that Al Haymon get. You notice a lot of fighters, Mexican and black, after their wins and, after they win belts and stuff, they, first they say, I like to thank Al Haymon for the opportunity to be here. Sometimes they thank Al Haymon before they thank God. And that may rub people wrong, I guess. I don't know. I don't have nothing against Al Haymon. You know what I mean? I look at it as everyone that's here is here for a reason for the sport, period. Good or bad. Good or bad. I had to come to grips with a lot of fighters that I didn't like, that cheated, used PEDs, did drugs, all that stuff like that. But I had to come to grips as well as that, honestly, they are needed in the sport as well. Because if there is no bad, you won't be able to recognize good. If there is no good, you won't be able to recognize no bad. But what I will tell you, you do need to recognize is that Terence Crawford is not the blame for this. He did everything he could possibly do. He even said, because, Rick Glaser threw in there that Al Haymon and them probably never had the money for this fight as of yet. They might be trying to find it or whatever the case may be. But he was saying that for them to throw out, we ain't gonna give you no guaranteed purse. We ain't gonna give you no money up front. But what we is gonna do, we're gonna give you 35% of the whole entire fight. everything. The pay-per-view, the door, the daggone merchandise, the advertisement, the sponsorships. You getting 35% of everything. So now what was agreed upon is that Terence Crawford would be able to see the books far as the expenditures. Any other expenses, for the event and things of that nature, he's able to see what is spent out, because you think about it, he's getting a net gross, so it's after everything is paid for, this, that, and the third, that money that's left over, he get 35% of that. So, hey, it's true, y'all. It's true. Latisha Crawford told the truth on y'all, straight up. She said that all y'all fake clickbait masters, y'all gonna look crazy in the end when the truth come out. And I ain't even gonna front. Boy, I'm glad I did not get on that bandwagon of tearing a brother down. Straight up. Well, I can't do it anyway because my name is Terrence. So, how I look like Terrence down, and my name Terrence. So miss me with that. But what I will say the most is that Mayweather, Tim Smith, and Mr. Rick Glaser have all three confirmed. And these guys have over 75, 80 years of experience combined probably in boxing. So who you gonna believe? These YouTubers that ain't never set foot in a ring, ain't never fought, probably ain't never got a bloody knuckle, probably ain't got a scar on their knuckles. Or you gonna believe the boxers that's actually in it to win it, the ones that done did it and doing it still. That's what you need to believe. So to make this as clear as possible, I'm talking about water crystal clear for you guys that don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Terence Crawford is not to blame. Errol Spence is not to blame. So all you people that's going, I hate Errol Spence, I hate Terence Crawford, and Bomac, shut up with that crap. These guys ain't been in y'all house. These guys did not spit on y'all kids. Where is all this crazy high energy coming from? People are talking like they are gonna fight these guys for not fighting each other. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like majority of these people on YouTube and on social media, they are willing to go to war with Errol Spence or go to war with Terence Crawford, not knowing that, hey, you might bump into this person one day. You might be at the airport one day, and Bojack might see that on Ray off of Twitter and yeah, you right, huh? Bam! What if that happens? You remember your boy Nate Diaz, he caught up to one of those reporters and slapped the crap off, slapped the mess out, slapped the taste out of his mouth. Yeah, you was talking about one of my fighters, right? Swag! I know Nate probably paid for that, but hey, I guess he was like, shoot, I got money, I'll pay for a slap. How much they gonna hit me for this slap? 15, 20 grand? He can get that. Pow! So you gotta watch people what y'all doing, behind these keyboards, behind your social media handles and all this and that. Up there with no profile pic, trying to hide your face, got little cartoons up there, try to hide your face with 3 followers, but you talking the biggest junk. How you gonna talk all this junk with 3 or 4 followers, 33 followers? You guys is crazy. That lets you know you have some mental issues going on. You have some self-hate issues going on in your life. You got some mama and daddy issues. They should have got you out the basement when you were little. They shouldn't have treated you like that. They should have put that daggone leash around your waist and walked you through the mall. They shouldn't have embarrassed you in front of your friends. They shouldn't have let you wear the rain boots when it was out there sunny in the summertime with your Spider-Man shirt on. Whatever it was in your life that messed you up and twisted your mind as a child, you need to go get some help. You need to find you a counselor or somebody to talk to. You need a hug. You need some love. You need to go to Disneyland. You need to watch some cartoons, because some of y'all is just really confused. Some of y'all is really upset with your own life that you go on Twitter and talk all reckless, talking all crazy. I ain't never seen so many unmoralistic people in my life. I mean, they just say anything and everything that comes to their mind. I don't even think they read some of the stuff they post. They be posting stuff like they illiterate in the back of the class and they stole the teacher phone and they texted in her messages to her husband. That's how dumb some of these people sound on social media, on Twitter, on YouTube. I don't even understand. Why don't you do proper research? Can't you read? Can't you Google? Can't you search? It's plenty of search engines. It ain't just Google no more. You can search them all. It's 500 and something different search engines at the top of the list. Find one. Research before you run your mouth, especially when you're recording this stuff, because I know a lot of y'all gonna go back and delete all these videos y'all made bashing Terence Crawford, bashing Earl Spence, bashing boxing, when all it was economics. The fight just ain't materialized enough response from the public, the general basis, the boxing community. It has not generated the thought of everybody's gonna buy this fight yet. You know, so much piracy going on, so many people streaming right now. It's ridiculous. It's hard for fighters to really get paid and recoup the money that they want to recoup. And that, my friends, is the only reason we're not getting the Terence Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence for the undisputed welterweight championship right now. So if you want to blame somebody, blame the promoters that ain't picked this fight up. Blame the other companies and promotional companies that didn't come together to make this fight happen. Blame all the other millionaires and billionaires that will watch this fight but ain't putting up no money for this fight. Blame all the other ones that didn't go into a bidding war with this fight. You hear all the other times, you know, this company bidding on this fight. I done heard many times Eddie Hearn bidding on so many fights. But even Eddie Hearn came out and he said himself that it wasn't enough money behind this fight. It wasn't enough general excitement from the bandwagon fans, the boxing community, you know, everybody else that love boxing so far, you know, that be, I love boxing, I'm going to the fight. Well, we didn't hear enough of that. They didn't get enough data coming back to say, hey, let's do this fight right now. Because they understand this is a generational fight. This is undisputed. This is like that movie, Wesley Snipes versus Vin Rames. You know, Earl Spence is Vin Rames, and daggone Wesley Snipes is Terence Bud Crawford. That's what this is. You know, this is bigger than big. This is historical. This is a generational fight. This is our Hagler versus Hearns in this era. These are two of the biggest fighters in the world. And if they don't get the response and the numbers don't come in to see or view this fight, then daggone it, we're going to have to wait until they get it right. So with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and cop you some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.